Alright, it is 12:41 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Ypsilanti, Michigan, and I feel like reading a few poems tonight. The house is quiet, and it feels like a good time to read a poem. I'm going to read from a little book I made from last week's reading called Lua, Ovet, Orme, Amor. At least it's two erasures. One is an erasure of Pablo Neruda's 100 Love Sonnets, which is a poem for Allison, and the other poem is I and All, an erasure of Michel de Certeau's essay Walking in the City, and my version of an erasure of Anne Carson's essay Kinds of Water. So, here we go. Violet wound around road, leaping water. Remember shadows waiting, dark. Lips voice autumn and light bursts, falling. Weaving dawn, liquid skin flaring in fleeting twilight, fast. Through rain and light burning within itself, without knowing, without this form, day is born and returns to being everything. Water and waves and seed swell deep, bloom. So sing, water, voice, silence, light, sea and stones, sea sky leave, and mouth is earth, lights with an ending, born many times with little bombs of light here. This light dances, seeps and falls like river with stubborn teeth. Oh, autumn light lifted mouth. Tonight, cannot dream here. Oh, there is only light to touch like rain. Light oblivion and autumn light open in mouths, more ready through night. Here, breath will be clothing. And here's I and All, the Certeau erasure. Beneath the sea rises quietly, bit brutal places on a body, having taken pleasure to long figures, more dark, went up. Things see haunts of yesterday intertwining without intertwining, a blindfold to practice ways, to slip into an opaque past, uncertain surface to deal with in plural, must repress all stubborn history, finally. A thing being a function to generate laws and arrive at its own possibility in language and combine in uses that have no readable identity. Take hold without decaying, perhaps deteriorating. Be careful here. Draw a few spaces not localized with fingertips. Possible of being forgotten acts. Sing worlds discrete or actualize them in secret. Here, here, here. Hello, well, etc. Light echoing labyrinth, ship of forbidden intensities. This ode, under a drifting self to insert, alter, and sing between gaps, more dense under swelling, fleeting gestures in dreams to furnish lacking. Only a name, only everywhere. Slowly lose much more and sometimes almost nothing. repeated in gestures and in bodies and memorable things to believe in. A void makes room for a void. There isn't anything open. Still, memory sleeps long enough to long there, here long to place. But there is no place one can live in, only pain or pleasure being a fleeting body with string. A joyful moment inscribes the space to be other. And here's the erasure of Kind Water Us, called I Water, and it's in 3 sections. There's I Water, there's Thirst, I Kind Water, and Kind Water. I water us. Hungry hands sing when believing what can be thought. I want to believe water has known love and fell silent like a body when stirred in dark time. Alongside her, the water is deep. Thirst. I kind water. All things fall down across evening to find rays of sunset striking you and me, as obvious as water leaving a body. Make little lunges forward and back, move, pour onto things, making little lunges forward and back. Lips stream syllables, release some spring inside gaps, forward and back. I feel little in a sound, maybe lost with dawn whispering up and down, saying, I dream for sleep continuous. I can sink into earth, back to you when sounding. I was locked, something to break. I wrote, I am a window of myself covered with thirsting stars, and you spring with maps I cannot read, only you. Kind water. Down a river, a waterfall falls this way and that on the verge of bending deeply below a body through sleep, and still I sense things I still love. Presently, a figure blooms. Night sparkles us back and forth as water streams, returns, gracious, and I am happy, sailing through wounds. We come down. Here we press, small, still dripping. Last night's downpour. All is made of water. Rain streams all night, pour, float in dark, swirling water booms and sluices. A water heart measures out hours in huge drops, roaring of love over a dream. A deep ravine goes down to the sea, rushes over. Life drifts on, still. Without ado, down in streaks, we filter, thought ringing, one holy place to taste with sleep. Kind water us, kind water splashes, tilts this way and that, and sometimes I tumble off a star for her. Around every bend is a city of gold. The world knows our griefs. Heart uneasy in depths in all her points of origin. Sing the river, kind water us, There were stars and stars in her eyes, singing, tell reluctantly a curious thing the self, a stone to drown in moments that rise over the heart. We spring in the little field so charming to watch. Rain during night made much noise, and I fell open as oranges, ready to devour in mind through uncertain rain. Cool water lips like an orange lean here, turn to feast on a heart for a while. Waited for water less visible, long, dark, and edge close, but stretch out and roll beneath dark green waves, all light, ready to fall, closer to waters breaking out of the heart. Love heavier and heavier, like soaking down deeper and deeper, turning to make dim motions as if gold. Our hearts invisible when mapping water, meaning to love enough to verb. Remember land and wind. There is no river unless I write them in a dream through water. All I glimpse you, a journey, not vice versa, in language. In late autumn, the land is long, cold, cold curving up, cold winds come roaring, and the wind is too loud to talk outside the city, yet she kisses and my heart gets dizzy, like sail in wind, leaning so crazily low, and she kisses light. I am starving to find out what bridge desire would cross to give up bread. Would you? I dream a world of no wind, no moments, empty of a sound falling from flesh, gladly to stay just long enough to mend. Wind through sleep rise open to more luxurious touching, like a voice or drops of water inside out. Stretch in every direction, come lower, color the landscape, no more gray like a Goya painting, where water across body, water kin to mouth, a map obscured, drop hard, full, enlarged, her faint shapes become visible, gathering. History remains behind every sound, dripping. Long hands surprise a moon in teeth, full, the moon never fails to hunger something. A handful is much less than an entangling like first notes of air. One turns the moon and one's heart to touch evening more kindly than a voice. Sometimes that is better. Morning surprises and does not channel objects of gold. Love a sudden delight for a bad back. Nonetheless, some do drown. It has language, not one I know. It has a story. I am in it. So are you. Light is astounding. Close. Change color. Gold and dark gold, and bite me open, more astounding than light. Look forward. Shiver in light. Heart simple as water, which was on fire. Something is coming. Listen. Begin. Turn. Don't. Water abandons self, gold over drowning in light or breath, and a thin wisp hammers like a moment, begins to float in a mouth. All day, sing dark night, taste everything and love exits, more, less, water. When water sees, you reign horizontal and cold as something turning in a dream of water to sing, be purified downstream to the gold shore at the end of the world. I contradict every origin. An origin is not a loud start. How long ago we started to hold the heavens. Burn, now a better moon. Color begins to cut. Canals turn to sing in light. Her touch, curious, may break in ear. Remember voices in sleep ripping like a color open in a smile underwater inscribed. A temple in the heart is a cathedral opening into selves. Sing water or whatever her eyes toss in daylight. An old love song when against her. Listen, open me, kind, water. I am water here. Water follows, well, nothing. But it begins to question a certain answer in light. What signifies me? You. A moment does not, and moment a body is a filter, something to angle through, floating bits of light like drops of water. Kind water us. Voice makes each dawn come over, light to light, winding up, plunging down, lighter and lighter. Here wind whistles, much too still, where we were drowning in sunset, falling away. Vast breath, purple and green, like something left in a shadow. I circle around her, bending back, something water-like, something gold, crushed close in the evening. Heart shifting. Tomorrow folded us in the town, but I love you, so I walk barefoot, once more pouring, open as a river pulls away and bites through night, slow and still, back and forth over moon-washed waters to crave only skin when the sentiment is just right. Toss midnight to entangle night, streaked with her breath, open to sing as each hour passes. Sometimes it is enough just to heal me. Something broken like a dream of dawn, gleaming, transparent. You dream, drop through stars like water. Shapes invent selves to find form in the misshapen sea. Shapes change around eyes and return a body entangled this way and that. Your voice sounds like many waters to be entangled in. I know. I listen to all. I was terrified. Why? It plunged me. I dislike being exposed, yet I bend. Sing like seafarers reaching sea. Voices, water, broken in stars upon ears. Her, a door built as a kiss, like music to enter, entangled where rainwater and stars are shooting from air, bending down. No star falls out my face. Tomorrow morning burns. Notwithstanding solemn air and gold beneath a lake to string across and wait on glassy sea, her fine moments exploding, drizzle, stars, oh yes, straight down, to drown hearts as they tilt ever so. Tomorrow, the ultimate absurdity. I want nothing more than to entangle, or kiss, or dream. Come wake open blue eyes to her farthest point, born on a coast of gold, long gold, more gold, and not a thing slipping this way, that way. Her eyes sting air pulsing under the sea, now lost. Let me revise that. I am lost in her, but ask me tomorrow. Light falls slow and the shore is flat. Water still as lips approach water, knocking back and forth in waves over me, bending closer. Sometimes I am water.